Check, check, checky, check, mic, check. I think I'm working this time. Light's not on red. We're live. We are live. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, troops, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to the channel, Mark. That's me, my words, where we follow trading, traveling, and training. This is it. Power Hour, Tuesday, the 13th of April. And not a lot happening on the AMC front. So we kind of dipped out this morning at around 3:30 my time, and we had a bit of a push up to where were we? High of the day, $9.12. We made it up to. So we saw a bit of action, and then we've kind of dropped back into that channel. I've marked here a bit of a resistance, which we've got through once, but then we've tested again, failed, kind of got up, failed, fake breakout there and failed. So we're in this channel now of let's say 855-ish to 890-ish, 890, 891 area. So there we go. A bit slow on AMC, but at least it's not as bad as we were yesterday. We're in the green. That's what matters. 2% up, 17 cents. So take that as a positive, troops. You know, you can't win them all. Rome wasn't built in a day, and rockets aren't launched in a day either. So, we take AMC as it is, and we take the positives with gratitude and grace. So that's AMC. GME, again, a similar kind of story. Where did we leave today? We left here just on the downslope from the high of the day of 145.37. And we've kind of, again, fallen back to that 140 area, which we're following quite closely. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm content with that. Again, it's a holding pattern. So, I've not put my finish line in. Look, let's have a look. I keep saying it. We are just passengers in this. We are just passengers. So, we can buy what we can buy, and we can hold what we can hold, and the rest is out of our hands. So, good evening, everybody. Sam was in the chat earlier. I don't know if you're still here, Sam. I did see you earlier. Troy, welcome back, sir. Still diamond handing 9,000 shares of AMC and not budging. Woohoo! There you go. Diamond hands, man. And Squirrel, there we go. How are you doing, buddy? How's your day been, or how's it going? So that's the state of play for the two meme stocks. Nothing much to report. I did say this morning I expect them to, go sideways, and that's rung true. AMC, I expect to go sideways probably until the vote in early May, and that will decide whether we go up or we go down. So that's what I'm expecting from AMC. GameStop, a little bit different. We've got a few more things coming up, which could act as catalysts. So we shall see. Right, the YouTube challenge. Where are we at? So status of play is 2 positions open. Clovis Oncology with 40 shares at 686, currently trading at 606, down $31.60. AMC quantity 62, average price 13.28. As you can see, currently trading 881, down 277.98. So I did say today I was going to watch Clovis, because I do want to get this YouTube challenge moving a little bit. And I'm reluctant to put more cash into the fund, because I set out on this with £1,000 and I wanted to show the reality, whether that was winning or losing. I wanted to show the reality of trading. And unfortunately, we seem to have joined the market as it started selling off about 3 weeks ago. So No gold award for timing, Mark. You don't get a gold award for timing. So I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell Clovis. I'm going to take the loss. It is picking up a little bit. I might just leave it 5 or 10 more minutes and see what happens. See if we can get another penny or two. Because if we get another penny or two, it's another penny or two we can put into another stock. There you go. Hey! It's just jumped up, look, like that. So we'll see what happens with Clovis. There's no rush. We'll see what happens. And we'll take it from there, and then we'll try and find some, other stocks. And that's a lesson learned, you see. I put all my eggs in 2 baskets. Probably shouldn't have done that. So we'll try and spread it out a little bit more as we go forward. Right, so that's Clovis, and then one that I bought into yesterday, which is not on here. It's on the eToro account that I've got. Was Palantir, and that's had a storming day, look. 6% up. Excuse me. Oh dear me. I've just drunk tea and eaten a Snickers, so I'm a little bit. So yeah, Palantir's doing well. Van Cleavage. Welcome back. It's great to see you again. Mark my words, pun definitely intended. Right, SSPK. You're telling me SSPK. So we'll be over 50 by the end of the year. Let's have a look. Where are we? Did we put it on the list? I can't remember if we put it in the YouTube challenge. Let's see. SSPK, Silver Spike acquisition. I think we did. There. Right. This is what we're going to do. Because I want this to be your channel as much as mine. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell this. And we're going to start now. Preview order. Confirm that. Sold. I think. Sold. Right. So we'll get rid of Clovis. Sorry, Clovis. I will come back. I will come back and buy some more Clovis later in the year. I'll be back to buy some more because I know they've got some trial data coming out later in the year. So let me have a look at this and see where we are in terms of entry. Oh yes, right, okay. Whoa. Let's have a look at a different chart, right? Look at the daily chart then. So yeah, we've kind of took off. This is the daily chart, and we've been sat in this this zone here for most of the month, ranging from around $16 up to $24. We're at $19. So let's do it. Let's buy, what is it? $19.46. So around what? £15. We'll buy 2. I'm not going big, guys, because I want to be able to, order level. I want to be able to spread the cost out a little bit. So we'll get a couple of those. Oh man, $90 I've got to spend. Well, that's all. That's everything I've got pretty much. Man, Right, let's go. Three, not 50. Can't get 50. What's that? 24.68. It's got to be 5, isn't it? 5. There we go. Not 50. $97.35. There we go. So we got 5. We got 5 in the hole. There we go. So they will be our long-term play for the end of the year. Let's leave those. What we might do is we might see if it'll let us. If it goes up, we might see if it lets us sell one at a time. You know, and we take some out and then we try and put it in somewhere else. But we got that open now. We're down 45 cents. 45 cents. Oh no! What are we gonna do? Right, and now Troy is telling me TIRX looks like it could be a good swing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what this is, Troy. There you go. Tell me which one, Troy, if you can see it on the list. There's quite a few on there, mate. So, good evening to Sam Van Cleavage. Troy, Stephen's in the house. Hello, mate. Squirrel. Ollie, welcome. How are you doing? Definitely a long-term hold. There you go. Fidelity predicting AMC $700. Yeah, well, they've got that Van Cleave. There you go. Van Cleavage. I'm sorry, it's just because CLVG is, I'd read that in English as a shortened cleavage. So, no offence intended. There you go. Anyway. Fidelity predicting $700. Right, I've seen that. That's the curve, isn't it? They've got one for AMC and one for GME, and it shows the curve. But I think also, if you look on the right hand side of that, I can't see it on. I don't think I can get it on the normal internet. So we're 50 cents down. We've lost 0.5 cents already. What are you doing to me? Anyway, look at Palantir go. Van Cleavage, there you go. Brilliant. That's it then. That's sold. There we go. So, what was we talking about? Fidelity. Yeah, so the Fidelity curve. But I think if you look on the right-hand side, it gives a percentage chance. And I think if you look right at the top, it says it's like a 1% chance or something like that. Listen, I'm trying to avoid, I am avoiding, I'm not trying to, I am avoiding getting numbers fixated in my head, because we can all sit here and think about how we're going to spend this money. And I've made that mistake before, not on stocks, but on salary rises and stuff like that, when you think you're going to get this and then you end up with that. And so I want to avoid the disappointment. I don't like disappointment. So the way I'm approaching it is, I've put the money in that I'm prepared to lose. And if it goes high, listen, I don't even know what I'm setting to get out at. Really, I don't, because I've not even thought about it, because some of the numbers that are flying around, I'm not saying they're wrong, and I'm not saying that they're unachievable or anything like that. And I read one guy's post, and he said, you've got to get it into your heads the amount of money that might be coming your way, especially with GME, and it's all about. We're not used to that. Well, certainly I'm not used to thinking in the tens of millions of dollars, Whereas the person who wrote the due diligence, I can't remember where I found it. It was on Reddit. I can't remember who wrote it, or else I'd go and have a look for it. But they were saying These people, these hedge fund managers and stuff like that, they think in millions of dollars like we think in thousands of dollars. So they're already in that mindset, and I think that's where I'm trying to not be anchored to a point where I'm going to sell myself short, but I'm not going to be also sitting here saying I'm going to wait for 10 million, because let's be honest, and please be brutally honest with yourself, if anything. Yeah, not with me, not with your chums or anything like that, with yourself. Can you honestly say that if GameStop, for example, you wake up one morning and pre-market, those shares are at $10 million or $5 million or $1 million each, I'm not sure how many, although many people are saying it, I'm not sure how many people are going to be able to sit there and go, I'm waiting, I'm not selling, I'm not selling. That's my take on it. And that's not me saying, you need to get out at whatever, because plenty of you guys in the chat who know me and have been here before, you know my philosophy. And you get out when you're happy with what you've got, and that's it. Nobody can say that's right or wrong, because that's your choice. And I've not even set a price for myself. I haven't, because I need to see, how it's going. I need to watch the charts. I need to feel the sentiment. You need to see, how the market's moving and what the reactions are, and is there any FOMO coming in, or all that sort of stuff. There's a lot to consider when they take off. So I'm not setting myself any targets for that. So with the Fidelity thing, going back to that, I'm not looking at it. I've seen it. Obviously, I've seen it. It's everywhere, but I'm not using that as a benchmark or as a guide, because you can get too fixated on things like that, I think. So just beware. Just try to in your own mind, keep it in there. What you're gonna do, and don't be swayed. Again, another thing that I say is don't ride anybody else's hype train. You've only got to do what's best for yourself. And that's my advice, and that's my advice to myself, which I'm sharing with you guys. I mean, I'm listen. If I wake up one morning and I'm a multi-millionaire, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be out in the street in next to nothing, running around like a crazy man. I mean, I'm already stand out like a sore thumb here, because I'm one of only 5 English people that live in the town. It's I live in the outer stations of the Czech Republic, so I'm already a little bit bizarre. So if they see me running around going, GameStop, go to the moon, they'll think, "Wow, that Englishman's lost it." So there you go. Right. Game shows 12k, but I don't understand how to read that graph. Yeah, Stephen, I don't read it, to be honest. Like I said, I've seen it, but I've not studied it. So there we go. Where are we? What's David? Hi, mate. What's your thoughts on HCMC? That's the stock which is in a patent battle, isn't it? They've got a court case with a patent battle. Has that been done yet? I've heard about it because my mate's got some stock in that, but I've not looked at it in depth. All I know is there was a court case pending. So has that gone through? Have they cleared that yet? Let me know, mate, and we'll nip over and have a look at the chart. I'd be happy if it reaches GameStop level. Yeah, exactly. Brutally honest, GME should be 40 a share. Well, it was at one point. Stephen, to be honest, it was at one point. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, mate. But they've created this, haven't they? They've created it themselves. So we've got them to thank in one respect. AMC should be 20. Yep, I agree. And I think if the vote goes against the 500 million shares, I think we'll get to 20 sooner rather than later. And like I've said earlier, I think if the vote goes for the 500 million shares, I think the stock's going to be. I think it's going to be cut in half, really. Even if they don't issue any, I think it's going to. I think a lot of people will get out at that point. It will. We'll see. We'll see who the real hodlers are when that vote, depending on which way that vote goes back. So, a better play. I'll take my winnings and short it on the way down. There you go. Play them at their own game. AMC climbing back. Is it? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, baby. We got some green, look. $8.94. Come on. Get back over that $9. That'd be a nice finish. Guys, let me know what you think about the chart. Like, do you prefer it a bit more zoomed in and a bit more, so you can see minute by minute, or, do you want the day? That's why I put these lines on here. One, to help me as a visual aid so I can see start and finish. But obviously I want you to be able to see it properly as well. So, if you want it zoomed in a little bit, just let me know. But yeah, come on. I tell you what, that's really, really positive today for AMC. 3.7% up, coming into the close. What we got left? 30, 35, 40 minutes, something like that. Here we go. We're getting a nice little jump here. Nice. If we can get to that $9 level, I'm gonna put an. In fact, I'm gonna move that up. I'm going to move that up to $9 because that's pretty much where the next resistance will be. I've cleaned the charts up as well. Look, I've took a lot of the lines off so we can see better where we are. I've left these on because I've seen some people. I've seen some people on that Webull. They get the different shades between the day and the after hours. Well, on this one we don't. So this is how I separate the days out, you see, so I can see it. But I've cleaned the charts up a little bit. I get rid of these. These are all old markers for when I was doing videos, when I was doing summaries. But yeah, come on, 8.97. Let's push up there. Pushing for 9, we are. Interested to see how the e-commerce transformation goes for GameStop. It's a PC building centric platform. Absolutely. I think for GameStop, I think it's a really, really exciting time. The squeeze aside, I think it's a really good time for them. They're getting people in who are obviously. They've got, I'm just reading, David. I'm just catching up there. We'll go minute by minute, look, and then we'll do a summary as we're going, a daily summary at the end. We'll zoom back in. So I'll do the same for GameStop. There we go. You should be able to see it a bit better now. It also gives you a better view of, where you've got no trades, Lord. There's almost zero volume. 663 traded, and we finished up where we started. So, there you go. You can see it a bit better. But yeah, getting back to GameStop, I think it's a really exciting time for them. Personally, they're bringing some exciting people in by the looks of it, who are from that kind of e-commerce trading kind of background. So, good luck to them. And I like the fact that Ryan Cohen is only young, isn't he? He's in his mid-30s. And they're the kind of people that is the future of business. The future of business. Obviously, a very smart guy, and he's got some clout behind him. He's got some investors behind him. So they obviously believe in him, which is massive. That's huge. So for GameStop, I think it's really good, really positive. What we're doing on Palantir. Well, look at that. 7.5% up, look. Woo! Is anybody in this? That's a good day. If you are, that's making a comeback. She's still going. Wow. That's huge. How's Bitcoin doing? How's Bitcoin doing, Stephen? I saw yesterday or today it had a high of all-time high, didn't it? $63,000 and some change or something. So that's good. I did have some Ethereum at one point, but I sold it. I sold for a profit, but I sold it just before it dipped back down again. Squirrel in the chat. Squirrel's the man for your crypto. We've got 9. I'm seeing 9. I'm seeing that 8.99.50. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Push, push, push. Push. Let's go, let's go. Everybody buy one share. Oh, man. Mark, get off the channel. Get off the channel, man. Crypto's going crazy. I think everybody might be going there, Squirrel. You know, they're seeing this red market. Well, we say it's a red market. We'll go and have a look in a minute. Let's see what we're doing here. I need to be on the 1 minute there. 1940, look. There we go. That's our new baby. That's our new baby right there. Palantir, man. So how's the overall market looking? Mixed bag. It's a mixed bag, you see. Okay, fair enough. 4% up. That's not bad, really, considering. Look at Tesla today, look. 8% up. What a good day for Tesla. Where are we? There. Wow, huge. Who's in Tesla? Anyone got Tesla? Right, we want to see this touch $9 before the close. Doge's exploded, hasn't it? I know we were trying to look at it earlier, but I can't find it anywhere. But Doge has exploded. What is it now? Oh, you're 50% up on your you're 50% up, Squirrel, on your crypto. Wow. That's good, mate. Sold Tesla at 700. Didn't like how it took Tesla forever to break 700 resistance. Patience, Stephen, patience. Only holding AMC, this is the way. I saw Ollie ask, where's Ollie gone? I'm trying to make sure I get to everybody. Ollie, what's your position in AMC and GME? So Ollie, I don't know if you're still here, mate, but if you are, I've got GME. I've got, I think, 51 now. I've bought some more over the last few days when it's gone down. 51. I've got 51 GME, and that's it. That's it now. I can't put any more into GME, and I've got 402 and what have I got here? 60 something. 464 on 464 on AMC. I've got 402 in the Hargreaves Lansdowne account. So which is a slightly better average than this. It's still down, but I think I'm at like 1030 something or 1018 something like that on my Hargreaves Lansdowne account. We're selling off a little bit here. Who called it earlier? Hey up, come on, GameStop. 141.48. What have we got left? 34 minutes. So does anybody watch football? Chelsea play tonight. We're playing Porto in the Champions League. We've kicked off actually. So I'll get the second half after this. No worries, Ollie. No worries. Nothing to hide here, mate. Nothing to hide. I've got skin in the game. I wouldn't be talking about them if I didn't. Yeah, you're another Chelsea fan. Get in. So have you got the game on in the background? I haven't. Because I'd be too distracted. Yeah, he is good, Mount. He is very good. Future England captain. Is it 0-0? Are we winning? Hello? Hello, what's this? What's this going on here then? Oh, Sky Blue. Are you you're a Coventry fan, David? I'm waiting for your reply. It'll come up in a minute, I'm sure. But Coventry City. I'm joking. You're a Man City fan. Who have you got in the Champions League? I can't remember. Is it Dortmund? I'll tell you what it is with me in football. So up until I think 2 years ago, I had a season ticket at Chelsea, and I used to go all over up until 2016, and then I moved out to Singapore, and then to the Middle East, and then obviously back to Czech Republic. So I wasn't using my season ticket. I left it in the UK when I went to Singapore, and I left it with a mate. He was buying it off me every season, and then he wanted to get his son a season ticket. So he bought mine off me. We contacted the club because I sold mine, but you can kind of, Chelsea are quite good like that. They can you can pass it on to somebody. You can nominate somebody to give it to. So I nominated my mate Terry to take it. So he's got it, and then he's got his son one as well off the back of that. So yeah, I used to have a season ticket, but I've not been following it as much as I used to. I used to be. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. Borrowed shares fee rate now 7.7%. Yeah, it was. We got it on the Stonker tracker. 7.6. Look, there we go. Let's refresh that. 7.7. So it dropped down a bit this afternoon. Now it's gone up even more. There's something going on because they're not taking them. Look, they're not borrowing them. They've borrowed 50,000 since this morning, but that's it. Interesting. How we doing? We're pushing that. No, come on, man. 890. But now we're in that channel, you see. If we can stay in that channel, it's not too bad. Yeah, so I gave up my season ticket, and honestly, up until 2016, I was pretty much every home and away game in the Premier League and in Europe as well. I used to go all over. I used to really enjoy it. But now, because I live in Europe, I just do the European away days, and then if I'm back over in the UK, one of the lads will get me a ticket. So let's that's where I'm at with football. So I'm not as up to speed with it as I used to be. And when Lampard took over, I I kind of I wanted him to succeed, but I knew it was going to end badly. And you could see when Tuchel came in, you could see the difference almost immediately. The difference between a guy who is still learning the manager's trade and he's still in that zone, or he was still in that zone of player manager kind of mentality. Still wants to be everybody's mate rather than listen, I'm the gaffer. What I say goes. And that's it. You do as I say. Simple as that. You could see the organisation on the pitch. People knew where they were meant to be and what they were meant to be doing almost immediately. It was so obvious within 2 games, that the difference was there. So, but yeah, I don't follow it as much as I used to. That's because I'm busy with work, and I've got my son now, so he's 5 and. He does sit and watch sometimes, but he can't watch a full game. So, I'm not into it as much. But David, we've got a big match this weekend, haven't we? It's the cup semi-final this weekend on Saturday at 5:30, I think. So I'm definitely going to be watching that. That's definitely going to be on the TV. And after the stream, I'll jump on and get the second half of the match. But That's it. That's it for football, really. Right, where we at? Borrowed feet. Yep, got that. Struggling a bit to get the ball up the pitch. 2-0 away goal lead. Exactly. Exactly. It is what it is. If we lose tonight, it's I don't think we'll lose tonight. No way. A better player. So, cheers, buddy. Take care, mate, and I'll see you again soon. Listen, I'm not going to be able to. I say I'm not going to be able to. I can't promise that I'm going to be streaming after tonight because I get my son tomorrow afternoon until next Monday. So if he goes to bed like he normally does, then I can probably jump on for Power Hour. But you'll just have to keep an eye out for the streams. But if not, I'll be doing a daily summary video anyway, just to keep you all up to date. Because I know you're not watching. I know you're waiting for me to tell you what's going on. So, anyway. So, yeah, have a good day, mate. And see you next time. Trey was saying he thinks May, the squeeze, hopefully, he has the interview with the CEO and it's better than the one with the Wolf. Let's say it will come in May. Didn't proofread. No worries. We will see. I did see a little bit of that video. I think, David, we're talking about the same one where he said that he thinks that's it till May. So, yeah. Hopefully see 9 at the close. We've dropped back down again, 8.85. So we'll see. I think they might, try and sell it off a little bit into the close like they normally do. There we go. The sell walls are so high during market hours. So, yeah, I mean, I can't. I emailed this IG and asked them if I could get access to level 2 data, and they basically said no. You don't trade enough. Okay, all right then. So maybe now we've bought those 5 shares in Silver Spike, maybe we'll get something. So. Maybe they'll go, oh, Mark, that 5 shares, it's just put you over the edge of getting level 2. There you go, son. So I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. There we go. Let me down, mate. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Dad first, YouTuber second. Day job third. Oh, can't wait till we're rich. We won't have to do that. We'll all just be able to sit on YouTube and chat to each other with our "This is how I got rich off GME" YouTube channels. That'd be good. Van Cleavage. Safe to say your son definitely takes priority over some ape investors on the internet. Well, he does. He does, unfortunately. You know. But there'll come a day. There'll come a day when he's got his own channel. You know, and then we'll be competing for internet bandwidth. So we'll see who gets the biggest following. Now, once we get out in the van, he wants me to start a channel for him because he watches these kids. Most of them are from America. There's a kid called Ryan that he watches, and then there's another channel called Kids 2 Kids that he watches, and then what's the other one? There's one where it's a dad and his lad, and they play computer games and WWE wrestling computer games and stuff like that. So, you know, he loves all that sort of stuff. Don't remember these sell-offs being bad that month, a month ago. No, they weren't. They weren't this intense, which is why I think we're coming to a crescendo. And I think that, you know, the two shareholder meetings have got something to do with that. So, you know, they're obviously trying to shake out as many people as they can. I was seeing today on Reddit that they were saying that they want GME specifically as low as possible going into Friday, because obviously it's monthly options expiry. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Did you see how Robinhood effed up with Ethereum? No. What happened, Squirrel? What's happened? They didn't block people buying it again, did they? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but I can't imagine they've made the same mistake twice. Stephen, how high does the borrowed shares fee rate have to be for a short squeeze to be initiated? I don't think it matters, mate. I think it's what they're willing. Whatever, you know, that's the fee. Do you want to pay it? I don't think it'll be. You know, I don't think it'll be. Oh, that's it. Once it gets to that level, you know, a certain level, that'll be the catalyst for it. Because, you know, it's like going to a bank and saying, "Can you lend me £100?" And they go, "Yeah, it's 1,000% interest." Oh, okay, I'll take it. You know, if you're willing to take it and you're willing to pay it, it doesn't really matter. Indy South, hello, mate. How are you doing? Welcome. Do you have a PO box? Want to send you a new ball cap? I don't, mate. Actually, I'm afraid. It's very kind. Is this one you want me to? No, you're not a Yankees fan or what? I was thinking the other day. Actually, because the shops aren't open here, we can't go and buy anything. From Monday this week, they've just opened clothes shops for children. So I can go and get new clothes for the boy. And I've run out of socks. So what I've got to do is I've got to go to the supermarket tomorrow when I pick him up, take him to get some spring summer clothes, and chuck in some socks into the basket for me, and hope that they don't stop me at the checkout and say you can't have those. It's ridiculous. You can go into the shop and buy kids' clothes, but you can't go into the shop and buy adults' clothes. Like, who comes up with it? Who comes up with these ideas? Really? So I'm waiting. I want to go and buy. I was thinking to buy some different teams' hats and wear different teams and see what sort of reaction I get from from my friends across the pond. But I don't have a PO box, mate. I'm afraid they're not so common in Europe. But it's very generous. It's very kind of you to think of me like that, really. Kevin, my son is 6, can't keep him off YouTube. Yeah, mate. Honestly, I mean, the weather's just turned. It started snowing today, so I know when I pick him up tomorrow, and it's not nice snow. It's wet snow. So, you can't go out and build a snowman. You can't go sledging in it because you just get absolutely drenched. So, I know tomorrow afternoon we'll be playing. We've got Monster Jam here and WWE figures and all that sort of stuff. But I know he'll just come here and he'll just go, Dad, can I watch YouTube? Because I don't think his mum lets him watch it. So, I mean, it works for me a little bit because, I can do a bit of work. But yeah, he does. He loves watching YouTube. And oh, Dad, look at we've got to play all the games that all the kids play with their dads on YouTube, which is quite nice, but he's into WWE at the moment. That's his favourite thing. So, 4 nights out of 5, I'm getting my ass kicked. He's DDTing me and elbow dropping, and he thinks he's John Cena. So I told him last week, or was it last week, 2 weeks ago, about the van. I went and showed him the new van. And before we went outside, I said, come on, son, I've got a surprise for you. And he said, what is it, a new dog? I said, no, mate, it's not a new dog. And then he said, oh, is John Cena here? I was like, no, mate, John Cena's not here at all. So I think he was a bit disappointed that it was just a new van, but he'll get there eventually. But I love him to bits. He's so funny. So yeah, he's all about YouTube. Let's have a quick look at GME. AMC's gone stagnant. Are we on a halt or what? Or is my internet stopped working? GameStop, what are we doing there? 140. 140, I'm happy with that. If we hold that 140 level, I'm happy. You can see how inaccurate I've been with that. Move that up a little bit. Not there. No, we're not moving. Why are we not moving? Strange. 0 volume. Look at that. 0 volume. So, right, where are we? Yeah, Van Cleavage, that's it, mate. Yeah, it's a case of when, not if. If people are, like you said, people are just buying and holding. What can they do? You can only keep going for so long. Whoa, look at that, some movement. There you go. Ethereum Classic charts on Robinhood are way off from normal charts and went through correction today. I'm not sure, mate. I don't use Robinhood platform, so we can't get that in Europe. We can't get Robinhood. Stephen, yeah, mate. Listen, that's why I'm not really dabbling in options, because I've heard all the horror stories about it, and when you see the the manipulation, you're absolutely right. They can just take your money, and you see it all the time, like on forums and stuff. People will be saying, "Oh, they'll finish it at this price today," and it does. Within a cent or two, it finishes at that price. So dodgy game. I'd just rather buy something, rather than do options. And it's a whole new thing to learn as well. I mean, I'm not adverse to learning. Don't get me wrong. But I'm all right with what I'm doing at the moment. So hearing how strict everything in Europe, mate. It's so where I am. We've had a state of emergency in force since October last year. There's been a nighttime curfew from 9 p.m. in the evening till 5 a.m. in the morning. You've not been allowed to leave your house. And then from all non-essential retail has been closed for since before Christmas. So we've not had any new clothes. I mean, first world problems, God. But you can't go clothes shopping. It was a nightmare to try and do Christmas. Barbers. I mean, my hair. It's not been this long since I was 15. Barbers have been closed for months. Restaurants, bars, everything. And at the beginning of March, they put us in even stricter that we weren't allowed to leave town. Nobody was allowed to leave town, and you had to have. You were allowed to leave for certain reasons, but you had to, do an online form, print it off, and take it with you. And every major road out of the town where I live, there was police and military checkpoints stopping people. And if you didn't have the paperwork, or on questioning they weren't convinced that you were going out of town for a genuine reason, you were turned around and sent back home. And that only ended on Monday. So it's been really strict, and it's horrible. And now, I mean, I've not been back to the UK for over a year, and I used to go every 6 weeks because I like to and I need to. It's when I'm here. There's a few other English guys in town, but they're all married. They've got kids. I'm not. I'm single. I've got Oscar. So 50% of my time, I'm on my own, and I don't speak English to anybody. I'm speaking Czech, which is a difficult language, and it's nice to get home. So I used to go home every 6 weeks for a long weekend, and I've not been able to do that. So I'm desperate to get back. But even now, to get back, it's like a COVID test to get there. Then when you get there, it's 10 days quarantine and another 2 tests while you're in quarantine. Then it's another test to come back and quarantine when you get back. And at the moment, you're not legally allowed to leave the UK unless for very specific reasons. Luckily, I can because I've got a resident permit here, and I've got the court order saying that I've got joint custody of my son, so I need to be here for childcare purposes. But at the moment, legally in the UK, you're not technically allowed to leave the country by law. So it's just really, really difficult to get around. Even the borders with Germany and Austria and Poland and Slovakia have been closed. So you're pretty much caged in, and it doesn't look like it's going to be easy any time soon. So it's quite challenging. It's quite challenging. But yeah, we've had. I mean, at one point. So last year, the Czech Republic, it was actually reported in either the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal. I can't remember which one it was. As like the example of how to handle COVID, because we had so few cases and so few deaths that it was almost like it wasn't here. And then the second time around, at one point we were the worst. We were the most infected per capita and most deaths per capita in the entire world. So it's been a rough ride second time around. But, I mean, there's 10 million, the population's 10 million, but even now there's still 200 people a day dying, which if you equate that to the UK, which is 60 million, there or thereabouts, it's six times the population. So that'd be 1,200. It's equivalent to 1,200 people a day dying in the UK. So, it is what it is, but it's been quite tough, especially with the kids, because all the schools have been closed, the nurseries have been closed. So I mean, I work from home anyway, But usually when I've got my son, he's in nursery, you know, and that gives me the time to work. I schedule my work so that I've got enough time to do everything while he's in nursery. But while nursery's closed, I've now got him here, which is like, you know, it's quite difficult during the day when I'm trying to balance between being a dad and doing the day job as well. So, but like I said, first world problems. You know, I've got a roof over my head, got food on the table, I've got you guys to chat to now. So life's good. Life's good. So there we go. Lots of vaccinations in the UK. Hodgie, welcome. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're all right. How are you doing? Where are you from? Most importantly, that's what we like to know, which continent you're on. Lots of vaccinations in the UK. There are. But did you see what the Prime Minister said today? He's done he's done a press interview, and he's basically said that vaccinations have not been the cause of the reduction in COVID deaths, hospitalisations and cases. They've had nothing to do with it. It's all been about the lockdown. So people are now saying, well, hang on a minute, why are we vaccinating people then if they've not done anything? So bumbling Boris. I mean, I don't want to get political on here, but I'm a what they call a swing voter. I kind of go where the policies are that suit me. Try not to listen to the idiot. Yeah, Hodgie's. There you go. Hodgie must be from brilliant. There we go. Try not to listen to the idiot. What can I say? They're all idiots, mate. I've got not much time for any of them, to be honest. You know, they live in a different world to what we live. That was a big candle there, look. There's my high-low gone. Why are you not showing me any data? There we go. What we got on? 1,467. 5,021. How does that work then? Amazing. Look at the size difference in the candles. That was traded 1,467 shares volume, and that traded 5,021. And look at the difference. I guess you've got buying and selling there. That was straight buying. So I guess. But you know, we're maintaining that 140 area, which is good. We've kind of followed that all day, which is positive. He makes for good entertainment. Well, he certainly does. He certainly does, doesn't he? He's prone to a gaffe, that's for sure. Right, Palantir, what's going on? Whoop. That's all right. I'm happy with that. What are we up today? Nearly 9%, look. We got that anywhere else? Tesla. Take that off. How's the market looking? Mixed. Still mixed. GameStop doing well. AMC up 2.5%. GameStop less than 0.25%. So yes, mate, Hodgie, I was exactly the same. I was exactly the same this morning. We even talked about it. I was streaming this morning. We said exactly the same. Like, let me zoom out a little bit, and then we'll get some context. But how was that even happening this morning? How was that even happening? And then you read the theories about the dart pools and about how they're putting, the buys through the dart pool and the sells through the exchanges. So it's proven lockdowns do not work. He said, Troy, I'll be honest, mate, I I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the lockdown. That's for sure. And I think where my frustration is, I'm not going to speak for everybody, obviously, but my frustration has been the ever changing requirements to get out of lockdown. You know, and that's where I'm going to leave it, because I think that it's clear for everybody to see, especially in the UK. People know that it's been, we'll say this week, but next week it's going to be something different. So, Simon, I know you're from Bristol, mate. I remember. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, so I'm not a fan of the lockdown. I think the money that we've spent on keeping people inside would have been less and better used, providing services for those that have been, the most at risk. But I think what we've done it the wrong way round. But I'm not paid to make those decisions, um, and I guess we'll never know. We'll never know. But for me, when we look at how much this has cost, not just financially, but in terms of other people's illnesses, other illnesses, and the kids that have lost out on education and all that sort of stuff. If it was me, I would have said, right, how many vulnerable people have we got in the UK? 3 million. Okay, we're going to throw whatever we can at protecting those people. They're going to have to stay at home, but we're going to send carers every day. We're going to send mental health professionals. We're going to send food parcels. We're going to give them free internet. We're going to send them computers. We're going to set them up on, whatever they need to make their life as comfortable as possible whilst we get this sorted. That's what I would have done. I think it would have been cheaper. I think it would have been more effective. But, you don't know what the scientists are saying. You don't know what's been said to the leaders. You don't know. I mean, I can't imagine waking up tomorrow thinking that, the whole country is looking at me to decide what the course of action is going to be. And whichever way it goes, it's going to be unpopular, because you're always going to have, 2 or 3 sides of the argument. So you never. But that's the thing, isn't it? There's that saying, you can't please all the people all the time. So it's one of those tough ones. That as a leader, I mean, you want to take that position, and it was clear. He made it clear he wanted to be Prime Minister. It was no big secret. So when you become Prime Minister, you've got to be prepared to take those decisions and take the flack that comes with it, one way or the other. So. Right, so GameStop coming into the close. I think we'll finish above that 140 area. But a pretty uneventful day. It doesn't look like we're going to touch $9 for AMC, which is a bit disappointing. However, disappointing in the context of we were hoping it would do it while we were on the stream. But overall, 2.5% up today. We've clawed some back from yesterday. So it's positive. It's positive. We've got a new position open. Oh, $3.25. What we doing? Oh, we're down already. Never mind. That's a long-term play. So, and we've got some powder in the keg now. So we've got £107 in the YouTube fund. So we can see about some other things now. We can start looking at some other options and see if we can get this fund growing a little bit, because we've lost plenty. Well, we haven't lost, because you only lose if you cash out, isn't it? You only lose if you sell. So we've got unrealised losses. There we go. That's better. The biggest one is AMC, but, we'll take from that what we will. Someone asked me if IG is CFD earlier. Ollie, yes it is, mate. It's CFD, cash for difference. Short interest on AMC. Phew. Do you know what? There's so many different numbers out there. It's for me it's impossible to try and work it out, you know, and give an accurate figure, because it depends which numbers you use. So I just take it all with a pinch of salt, and like I said, I've said on Simon, sorry, you know, we're just passengers. We're just passengers, and you know, to us, I mean, I think anything. They're saying that the short interest is around 20%, but on AMC, but I mean, I think that is just what's traded openly. I don't think that you know, I don't think that you know, takes into account all the dodgy stuff that's going on. Yeah, sorry to read that, Troy. Sorry to read that, mate. Yeah, it's been the same all over, you know, and that's the thing. That's another cost. Although it's not a financial cost, it's you know, that's something which is personal to people, you know, and you can't have those. You can't, that moment's gone, that time is gone, and you can never replace that, you know, and it's sad that people have lost those kind of moments. I've had my cousin died last year. She died suddenly of a heart attack. She was only 15 months older than me, not even that. Um, Nobody allowed at her funeral, and one of my school friends died 2 months ago from cancer. You know, and it was the same. So, you know, it's touched everybody in one way or another, hasn't it? Um, and it's just, you know, I think people are you know, there's definitely two camps. There's definitely two sides. There's those that are, you know, very pro lockdown, try and get it, you know, almost to zero, which I think is impossible. You know, and then there's the other side who are saying, look, at some point we've got to expose ourselves and we've got to come out of hiding. I did see some reports today that Australia, I mean, they've closed their borders for eternity, haven't they? It seems like they've been closed forever, but their health minister was saying, you know, if we open up, we're just going to let it back in again and we're back to square one, because their vaccination program hasn't taken off really yet. So, you know, everybody who is saying, oh, look at Australia, they're almost zero COVID and this, that, and the other. Yeah, they are, but guess what? They've locked themselves away. There's nobody getting out and there's nobody going in. So, you know, and if you are going in, you bang into a hotel and, you know, you're locked away for 2 weeks. So, you know, there's two sides to the coin. Um, but yeah, Troy, you're right, mate. The ruling class and those who have money are rarely subject. Exactly. You know, they make up. They've got no feel for what's going on in the world. You know, no real life experience. I don't think. You know, so they still go. Politicians are still going to work. You know, they're still going to Parliament. They're still going and doing TV. They're still travelling around the country. You know, they're still getting nice meals and all this, that, and the other. They probably have people that do their shopping for them. I mean, they don't go to Tesco's on a Saturday anyway, you know. So their life hasn't changed that much, and it's easy to sit indoors and say do this and do that, and you know, and do it yourself. But if that's your normal lifestyle anyway, you know, it doesn't really matter, does it? But then on the other side, there's people like us who you know, rely on that, you know, social contact and whatnot, and being out and about, and you know, for business and for pleasure. So we'll see how it plays out. But it could be worse, you know. There's always someone worse off. That's how I try and stay positive, you know. Try not to let it get us down, because soon enough we're going to be on a rocket ship to Mars or the stratosphere or somewhere like that. And bring your COVID passports. I hope you've all got one. I might jump on Reddit with a design for a COVID pass before we depart, because we don't want to be taking that with us. I'm joking, by the way. Anyway, let's have a wrap up, because I want to go and catch the rest of the football. So AMC finishing 2.6% up today, 22.5 cents recovery. Nice bit of consolidation really after that sell-off this morning. Bit of a pump back up, and then nice in the channel. GME, again, the same. We had the unbelievable sell-off this morning. I was absolutely gobsmacked as I was watching it, because again, you know, we were saying, how can that happen, especially with SSR in? How is that happening? But then we had a recovery. You know, we made it up to 145.37 as a day's high, and then we fell back to that 140 area, and we've kind of traded along that today, which, you know, again, nobody's selling obviously, and we'll see. We'll have a quick look at the Stonker tracker and see if we get an update on borrow fees and shares available. 7.7% on AMC borrow fee, 300 share. So that hasn't changed since we last looked at it. And GME, let's have a quick look there. 1%. Oh, look at that. It's gone up from 0.9. And 100,000 shares available. So that is they've returned some and they've borrowed some, and that's the state of play there. So there we go, troops. There we go. An eventful couple of days for the old live streaming. And like I said, I do have my parental responsibilities tomorrow. But if the boy goes to bed like he normally does, then I will set up a stream. But it might be lastminute.com on Power Hour. So just keep an eye out for it if you're around. And if I'm not around, go and jump on somebody else's. You know, I'm sure you do anyway. Get as much information as you can from as many sources as you can. And take good care of yourselves. But I am going to jump off now to see if I can get the last 40 minutes or so of the Chelsea game. But thanks for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate everybody that drops by. And it's so nice to see you guys coming back as well. Honestly, it means a lot to me. Because I'm not able to be here all day, every day like some are. So, you know, I really, really appreciate it. So that's it for today. And wherever you are, troops, again, do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.